25-3 on the year. Troy Neely wins his second state championship.
Hostetler. Oh, tough move by Scott Hostetler. Bounce pass to Rensberger. And he puts it in off the glass. Now he'll pump it up from the left side and hit. We'll get the scrap. That's trouble when you find Yoder that wide open.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to exciting Westview Warrior basketball at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hoseller along with Dan Byler, and tonight we're at Westview High School where it'll be the second game of our triple header tonight. The Westview Lady Warriors will meet up with the Fairfield Lady Falcons. The Fairfield Lady Falcons come in with an 11-7 record, and they are 5-3 in the Northeast Corner Conference. The Lady Warriors come in at 3-16. And they're 1-8 in the NECC. Tonight's game is brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales, now with 2 locations in Shipshewana, south of US 20 on County Road 75 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors are Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, Mast Excavating, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, all in Topeka. Also, Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our bronze sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury. Also, Dutch Blessing Floral and Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange. And Dan and I will be back with more from Westview High School as we get set for Game 2 tonight, the Fairfield Lady Falcons and the Lady Warriors of Westview, right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom, filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Height Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Height Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Height Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Back at Westview, both teams out on the hardwood getting into pregame warm-ups. The Fairfield Lady Falcons enjoying a pretty decent season with an 11-7 record coming into tonight's game. They are 5-3 in the Northeast Corner Conference. As I mentioned, their wins have come against Bethany Christian, Northfield, Northwood, Cherubusco, LaPorte, Angola, Prairie Heights, Fremont, Fort Wayne, Dwenger, Eastside. That was a conference matchup, of course, and also West Noble, a conference matchup, and they defeated the Chargers in that particular ball game. Their losses have come against Northridge, Lakeland, Columbia City, Tippecanoe Valley, Garrett, Angola, and Central Noble. So the Lady Falcons are coming off a loss last week in the tournament to the Central Noble Lady Cougars by a score of 60-43. And that was in the semifinal game of the tournament last weekend. The Lady Warriors are coming off a loss to the Angola Lady Hornets. That was in the semifinal game as well last Friday evening. So it's the Lady Falcons and the Lady Warriors going at it here tonight in Game 2. Of course, the boys' game, the Falcons and the Warriors will be doing battle after this game concludes. Both teams have returned to their benches, as you can see, and we'll be going over the starting lineups. Our national anthem tonight, once again, will be sung by Rosa Maria McMahon, and that will be followed by our starting lineups for this evening's contest. The last meeting between these two teams was back on the 24th of January in 2020, where the Falcons defeated the Lady Warriors 58-41. Westview leads the series, 14 wins and 11 losses. And now we'll pause for our national anthem by Rosa Maria McMahon, a student here at Westview. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem by Rosa Maria McMahon. And now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Lady Falcons, we'll introduce them as Dan introduces them to the crowd here. Don't forget, tomorrow evening we'll have the Garrett Railroader Westview Warrior boys game right here on LaGwana Media. And we'll cover both the JV games starting at around 5:45 with our pregame show. And the varsity course will follow. And now an all-boys contest. Laney Faldo, a 5'6" senior, starting at one guard. Starting at the other guard will be Michaela Stutzman. Starting at a third guard position will be Bria Garber, a 6'1" sophomore. Brooke Sanchez, a 5'6" junior, will be at a forward. And rounding out the lineup for Brody Garber's Fairfield Lady Falcons is number 32, Bailey Willard, a 5'5" sophomore. Brody Garber, the head coach of the Lady Falcons in his 9th year at Fairfield, has compiled a 125 win and 81 loss record. Now for our Lady Warriors, starting at one guard will be 5'1" sophomore Andrea Miller, number 15. Starting at a forward, 5'9" junior Haley Miller, number 23. Number 25 is Allie Springer, a 5'3" junior. Hallie Mast, a 5'8" senior, number 31. And rounding out the Warriors lineup is our only freshman, a 5'4" freshman, Hope Bortner, number 35. Pretty good crowd on hand for tonight's game. A few more fans here than normal, Dan.
Yeah, it's. I think we probably have parents of maybe all 3 teams.
Yeah, I think so. Parking lot was pretty filled up out there.
Far side still pretty empty.
Yes, it is. Too empty. Fairfield with the control of the tip. They have the ball out front, whether it was Sanchez. She goes left side. Number 12 is Michaela Stutzman. And now Bailey Willard. She'll go right side to Sanchez. A 3's in the air. It's an air ball, but right into the hands of Stutzman. Now Bailey Willard will pop a 3. She misses. And the ball is pulled down by Haley Miller for Westview. Well, I believe I read in that scouting report you brought, Dan, that Fairfield likes to pop the 3s if they can get away with it. So we'll have to come out on them. Andrea Miller with the ball for Westview.
And they've got a 6'1" Garber out there way up front.
And an over and back violation on Westview. Yeah, I noticed that.
Creating havoc on those passing lanes.
That would be tough on our little 5'2" guards. 5'1" guard and a couple of 5'1" guards. Bailey Willard with the ball. She'll go left side to Garber. Garber bounce passes it to Sanchez. She'll cross-court it now to Garber for 3, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. The long rebound's pulled down by Hope Bortner. She gets it to Andrea Miller.
Well, I guess, Jerry, as long as they don't hit any of those 3s, we're fine.
Yeah.
Let them take them.
We've let them have a couple of wide open 3s. Haven't found the mark yet. Fairfield in the 2-3 zone. Bortner with it. Bounce passes it left side to Springer. Now Mast. Hallie bounce passes it to Allie Springer again. Now right side will come to Haley Miller. Haley has it batted away by that tall guard. Haley Mast puts up a 3. No good, but a good offensive rebound by Allie Springer. Back out front it'll come to Hallie Mast. Bounce pass comes to Andrea Miller. Now to Hope Bortner. Westview trying to solve that 2-3 zone. Hope will put up a 2, and it's no good. It ends up hitting the strap that supports the basket. So it'll be a turnover to Fairfield.
So you say she was on the line when she shot? She was way out there.
It was, and I was watching the referee. I think he had 2 fingers up.
Okay.
Willard goes right side with it to Sanchez. Back to Willard. Now they'll hit Garber. Another 3. This time it's good.
The 5th 3 attempt between the 2 teams, and finally got one to drop.
So Fairfield scores first with 4 minutes gone in this ball game, or 3 minutes. Stolen by Fairfield, and then stolen back by Westview as Haley Miller gets her hand in there, knocks it away. Andrea Miller now tries to bounce pass it to Hallie Mast, but she was breaking toward the basket. Stolen, and the driving layup is good by Michaela Stutzman. Westview down 5 now, 5-zip. Andrea drives it into the paint, gives off to Hallie Mast, and she gets whistled for traveling.
Got the ball right underneath there. A lot of height around her. I guess she didn't want to take that shot.
I guess not. I thought she was going to go right up with it. Changed her mind. So Fairfield coming back down, a chance to extend their lead. Faldo with it, gives it to Bailey Willard. They'll swing it around to Garber again, and she hits her second three. 8-0 Fairfield, 4:03 to go in the first quarter. Andrea Miller gets it to Allie Springer. Bounce passes it back to Andrea now. Andrea tries to drive, then gives off to Bortner. Now to Haley Miller. Haley gets it to, tries to get it to Andrea. Stolen away by Fairfield. Sanchez takes it down all the way, and it's an offensive foul on Sanchez. Good defensive position there by Allie Springer getting back.
I think her brother created an offensive foul against Fairfield during the JV game. He took a charge.
So she had to even that up with her brother,
so.
right? That was a pretty good ball game as it turned out. When I got here, Westview was down, 26 to 17 or something, and then had a chance.
Fourth period came flying back, made some threes.
Fairfield ended up winning 38-33 in that one. Another steal by Fairfield. Garber again puts it in. This time it's just a 2 underneath on the layup. 8-0. Andrea Miller trying to get it across the timeline. She does, and passes to the corner to Sarah Lapp on a touch pass. She gets it to Allie Springer. Bounce pass inside to Sarah. Her shot's up and won't go. Rebound Sanchez for Fairfield. Brooke Sanchez will bring it all the way up. She goes left side to Bailey Willard. Back up top to Sanchez. They'll swing it around to the corner to Gothrop. And she puts it up, no good. Put back by Sanchez was no good, but she's fouled. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for her.
I think that's going to be called on Haley. Her first. There's been one called on the Falcons.
Brooke Sanchez's first shot is up and good.
Or at least they have one listed up there. I'm not sure who they called that one on.
Now they're flashing 23 Haley.
Right, no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying they show one foul for the Falcons, but I must have missed that one.
Second shot spins out. Rebound to Ina Miller, who's just checked in. So we have Andrea Miller, Ina Miller, Sarah Lapp, Springer, and Hope Bortner. Lapp tries to get it into Ina, and it's stripped away by Brooke Sanchez. She'll bring it across the timeline, works it underneath to Gothrop, and she'll put it up. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Fairfield. It'll be Westview basketball. Coming in is Katrina Schwartz for Westview, and a full timeout is called by Coach Yoder of Westview. 11-0. He finds his team down with 2:13 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back with more right after this 60-second timeout.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to ihsaatv.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Sarah Lapp will inbound for Westview underneath the Fairfield basket, and Fairfield's going to apply full court pressure. Fairfield up 11-0. Andrea Miller bounce passes it across the half-court line to Springer and now to Sarah Lapp. One thing you don't want to do in a zone is dribble very much. We've been doing way too much dribbling.
Yeah.
We need sharp passes, quick passes, and screens. Having a little trouble. Shot by Springer is going to be just short. And a rebound's pulled down by Kayla Miller, who's just checked in for Fairfield. She's a 5'6" senior. Shot by Bailey Willard, the first 3 of the night for her. Bailey, a 5'5" sophomore. And her mom, Gina, teaches over at Meadowview School.
Yeah, that family has connections in several schools. I always think of them as West Noble kids because that's where her mom went to school.
They're
Skimmerhorn family.
Yeah, they're a family of teachers and administrators. Ball stolen away by Fairfield once again. And again, it's Willard. This time it's going to be short. Good block out by Ina Miller, and she grabs a rebound. Springer bounce passes it to Lapp. Lapp back to Ina Miller. Ina to Andrea. The clock counts down to 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Westview needs a bucket, and they do. They get one before the time expired here in the first quarter. 14-2. Shot by Springer was good on a 2-pointer. Gawthorpe gets it out front. It'll go to Sanchez. Back to Willard for 3, and this time it's short. Rebound, and the putback is no good by Gawthorpe, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Our score, Fairfield's Lady Falcons 14 and the Westview Lady Warriors 2. Well, we do have a free throw.
Still calling a foul on that.
Yeah, Gawthorpe will go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Foul's going to be called on Allie Springer.
Gawthorpe, a 5'7" sophomore, hits her first. She'll get one more. And she hits them both. So that'll do it for the first quarter. 16-2 Fairfield over Westview. Back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Back at Westview. Westview will be inbounding the basketball to begin the second quarter. Down by 14, 16-2 to Fairfield. Springer brings it into Andrea Miller. She'll take it into the lane and have it stripped away. Picking up the loose ball was Michaela Stutzman. And she'll get it to Gawthorpe. Stutzman. Shot by Garber is no good. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Gawthorpe, and she tries to put it back up. We have a held ball, so it'll stay in the hands of Fairfield on the alternating possession.
So they've taken 10 3-point attempts and only 3 from inside the arc so far.
They like those threes, no doubt. Shots up and good underneath by Kayla Miller.
So she had to prove me wrong there.
Yeah, she did, didn't she? Tapped away again and stolen. Coming up with the ball was Bria Garber. Bria takes a 2 and she misses. Looked like Hallie had the position, but now we have another held ball, and this time Westview gets it.
Hope Bortner checks back in, comes in for Katrina.
Fairfield's going to drop off on their full court press. Andrea Miller will walk it up for Westview. She's met at half court by Garber. Left side, Bortner back out front to Andrea Miller. Andrea tries to unload the pass. It looked like it was tipped away, and it was by Fairfield. It's going to be Westview ball right in front of the Fairfield bench. Allie Springer looking to inbound. She'll throw it way out front to Hope Bortner. Back to Allie and now Andrea Miller. She'll bounce pass it to Bortner. Haley Mast. Allie Springer and now Andrea Miller. Fairfield stays in that 2-3 zone offense. It's been pretty effective so far as they've held Westview to just one basket so far. Boy, when they have that tall player, Garber, out front, that is tough. Shot was way off the mark and a rebound Fairfield. Stutzman with it. She'll go right side to Garber. Garber drives. Inside Gawthorpe. She'll put it up off the glass and got it to go. 20-2 Fairfield. Andrea Miller bounce passes it to Hallie Mast. Hallie has that baseline. Tried to get it inside to Haley Miller and it was kicked by Fairfield. It'll be Westview ball.
Couple substitutions for the Falcons. Faldo back in, as is Sanchez.
Andrea Miller looking to rebound. She'll inbound, and it's stolen away. She tried to lob it into Hallie Mast. Driving is Garber. Can't find a shot. She'll unload the pass to Stutzman. Stutzman pushes it out front to Sanchez. Now to Garber for 3, and she misses. Ball tipped away, and it's going to go to Westview.
My goodness, Garber's tall enough she could shoot right over our players inside there, but it doesn't even look like she's looking for that shot inside. She's very comfortable taking the 3 ball outside.
Yeah, she just seems to hang out there. With the ball, Allie Springer tried to get it inside to Haley Miller, and it was stolen away by Brooke Sanchez. She brings it up, takes it into the paint. Bounce pass underneath, wide open. The shot is up and good by 24, Kaylee Dillon, who's just come into the ball game. Ball knocked away again. This time it's Faldo. And Sanchez will bring it up. Stops at the free throw line and goes again. Gets it underneath the Stutzman, and she's fouled.
Going to be called on Haley Miller. That'll be her second 3 on the Lady Warriors now.
So that sends Michaela Stutzman to the free throw line, a 5'6" senior.
Falcons 3 of 4 from the stripe so far this evening.
4 of 5 now.
Bailey Willard comes back in for the Falcons. Ina Miller and Andrea came back in?
I believe so. It looked like Kayla Miller came in. Did you say that? Cameron Miller, I mean, for Westview.
Oh, okay.
Timeout on the court. It's going to be another full timeout. We'll take a 30. We'll be back right after this. Back at Westview. Timeout was called. I believe that was Westview that called it. I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure either. So definitely having a little trouble getting the ball worked around. We're not getting very many shots off. We've only taken 6 shots, Jerry, and they've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18.
Wow. Yeah, their 2-3 zone has just stifled our offense. They have numerous steals, forcing a lot of turnovers. Shot by Stutzman is good. So she hits a bow. 24-2 now, Fairfield. They still apply the pressure, and it's stolen again. Garber gets it to Stutzman. Her shot's too hard off the glass. Put back by Garber is good. She has 10. Sarah Lapp with it. Tries to move it up court, get it across the timeline. She does on the pass to Allie Springer. Allie drives, tries to get the pass left side, and it's stolen again. This time Michaela Stutzman had to steal. She'll get it to Brooke Sanchez, and Brooke will bring it up.
Keep poking it loose from behind and right into a waiting teammate's hands.
Inside, Garber, and she can work inside. Bria Garber hits it off the glass. Her 12th point now. Cameron Miller is double or trapped. She gets it out of trouble to Sarah Lapp. Sarah takes it to the corner. Tries to dish it across, all the way across court, and it's intercepted by Bailey Willard. She'll get it to Brooke Sanchez, back to Bailey. And out of Stutzman. Flash pass over to Garber. Her shot's no good, and a rebound Sarah Lapp for Westview. Sarah works it right side to Hallie Mast. Out front to Allie Springer. Out of Ina Miller. Cameron Miller's shot is up and can't get it to go in. Rebound Bailey Willard for Fairfield. Bailey works it across the timeline, goes left side with it. On the pass to Brooke Sanchez. She'll take it down the baseline and scores. First 2-point basket for Brooke Sanchez tonight. She has a free throw. Other ball was knocked away from behind again. I don't know how many times that's happened tonight.
It shows 16 turnovers, and quite a few of them been of that variety where they poke it loose and someone else picks it up on the other side.
Bailey Willard out front. She'll go right side to Garber. Garber for 3. It's no good. Rebound Sarah Lapp. Sarah, just a sophomore, has played very well this year for the Varsity Warriors. Plays on the JV a lot.
7 new players between the two teams.
Total line changes, like hockey.
So Katrina Schwartz, Haley Miller, Hope Bortner, Andrea Miller, and Allie Springer in for Westview.
Andrea Miller with the ball out front. She'll get it to Bortner on the wing, right side. Hope bounce passes it out front to Andrea Miller. Trina Schwartz now right back to Andrea. Allie Springer, bounce pass inside to Bortner, but it's knocked away again. And we have a traveling violation as Kaylee Dillon was looking for help, and she dragged that pivot foot.
Show that as only the 3rd turnover against the Lady Falcons this evening.
1:42 to go in the first half. Westview chasing 28. Andrea gets it to Hope. Down low to Haley Miller. Out front to Andrea. Left side, Katrina Schwartz's shot is no good. It might have been deflected. Nope. They're going to give it to Fairfield. Back into the ball game. Well, maybe this is the first time she's been in. Delana Geiger.
I do believe that's her first appearance.
Bailey Willard will bring it up with 1:22 to go in the half. Gothorpe. Willard. Geiger's shot's no good. Rebound, Haley Miller for Westview. She'll get it to Andrea Miller with 60 seconds to go first half. Allie Springer with Gothorpe on her, gets it to Hope Bortner, now Haley, and she puts it up and in.
It's a nice series of passes there, got Haley wide open underneath.
Second field goal of the evening for Westview, 30-4 now. Fairfield with the ball and the big lead. Kayla Miller with it. She'll go to Gothorpe. She slides it right side to Geiger. Now back out front to Willard. Right side to Dillon. Fairfield will be content to just kill the clock here with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Gothorpe, Willard, back to Gothorpe. We're down to 5 seconds. Shot taken by Gothorpe was blocked. Shot again, no good. Putback is up and in by Kayla Miller. Her second bucket off the bench for Fairfield. And that brings us to an end of the first half of play here at Westview. In the second game of our triple header, it's the Fairfield Lady Falcons leading the Lady Warriors of Westview at the half, 32-4. Dan will be back with stats and scoring right after this 2-minute timeout.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
We're back here at Westview High School, halftime of the second game of our triple header this evening with our neighbors, the Falcons from Fairfield High School. Right now, the Lady Warriors behind 30-4 at halftime. Been outscored 16-2 in each of the first two quarters, having one heck of a hard time trying to figure out what to do with that 2-3 zone the much taller Lady Falcons are putting on there, and in fact, they have their tallest player playing up front, and it is difficult to get passes even to move around the perimeter to try to find somewhere to poke into that zone. So the Lady Falcons being led right now by sophomore Bria Garber. She's hit 2 threes and 3 regular buckets. She has 12 points to lead all scorers. And there are 3 other Falcons with 4 points apiece. Those being Kayla Miller, came off the bench, hit all her points in the second period. Also 4 points for Morgan Gothorpe. Sophomore came in off the bench, hit a couple free throws in the first period and then a bucket in the second period. And Michaela Stutzman, 5'6" senior starter, had a bucket in the first period, hit 2 free throws in the second, so she has 4 points. Brooke Sanchez hit 1 of 2 from the free throw line, a regular bucket, 3 points for her. And Bailey Willard hit a 3-pointer for her 3 points Haley Dillon has the other 2 points, a freshman for the Lady Falcons. So 32 points for the Falcons, 4 points for Westview. Allie Springer hit a bucket in the first period, and Haley Miller hit one in the second period for the scoring for the Lady Warriors. I show the Lady Warriors with 10 rebounds so far, and the Falcons with 14. So, I mean, a couple things that make a huge difference here. I show the Lady Falcons with 3 turnovers, the Lady Warriors with 17. So we're having a hard time getting any shots off. We've only taken 9 shots. They've taken 27. So they've taken 3 times as many shots as we have. They're shooting fairly well inside the arc. They're 9 of 15, only 3 of 12 from behind the line. So they're shooting 25% out there, 60% inside. We've only taken 9 shots, as I said. One of those was a 3 attempt. So we're 0 for 1 there, and 2 of 8, which is 25% from inside the arc. And 25% shooting probably isn't going to win you very many games.
No.
Not when you match that up with having 6 times as many turnovers as your opponent.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for the Warriors. Fairfield has had that very sticky 2-3 zone defense, and it's pretty much shut us down. They're shutting off all the lanes when we're trying to get the interior passes inside, and then even to the guards out front, they cut those off a lot of times, and they've led to a lot of easy baskets for Fairfield.
Well, Fairfield's doing a really nice job of even when we get past a defender, they're still trying to poke the ball loose from behind, and they've done that numerous times where they just get a finger, get a hand on it, pokes it loose, and then their teammates waiting on the other side picks it up, and off we go to the races towards the other end.
Yeah.
Although I guess they haven't had a whole lot of layups. They haven't had those breaks.
No, they haven't had a whole lot of those. You're right.
They did do 1 or 2 of those where they forced a turnover as we were trying to bring it down. But overall, we've been able to get it down to the far end. Just can't get the shots.
Right. No, we've tried to work it around. We've dribbled way too much, and I'm sure that's one thing Coach Yoder's talking about in the locker room. They've got to move that basketball. But I tell you, Fairfield has made that very tough for us because of their help defense and cutting off those lanes, those passing lanes. So we'll see what transpires here, and if Westview makes any adjustments, and see what happens in the second half.
The only other thing I guess I didn't mention is not very many fouls called. Only 3 whistled on Westview, but every single one of them was a shooting foul. And Fairfield was able to capitalize on 5 out of 6 of those attempts.
Yeah, they've been very good at the free throw line tonight.
And we have yet to make it to the line. In fact, I don't know that they have any fouls called on them. I think there's only been 3 fouls called, and they've all been on Westview.
Oh, Sanchez picked up a foul.
Sanchez did. Okay.
Yeah, she's the only one though that I know of.
So one foul on the Lady Falcons, 3 on. And of course, Haley Miller does have 2 of our 3, so potentially something to worry about there. Haley is having a pretty good game again defensively, but just overall we're really struggling to get any kind of offense flowing this evening.
Right. So we're at halftime, 32-4, Fairfield leading Westview. We'll be back with more right after this 60-second timeout.
There's nothing more embarrassing than an air ball. You get the ball, you take the shot, not even close. Hard work pays off on the basketball court, but when it comes to God, no amount of hard work will ever be enough. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, and so it's by grace that you've been saved through faith. This is not of yourself, it's the gift of God. That means your only hope is to put your trust in Jesus today. Friends, this is the playbook. Find out what it has to say.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Westview has just emerged from their locker room. Fairfield's been out on the court about a couple of minutes at least. as we get set for second half action here in the girls' game of this evening of basketball, afternoon and evening of basketball at Westview. And this comes around a couple of times a year with Lakeland's game and also Fairfield's game. So it's kind of neat to do this, where they bring the JV from both the girls and the boys and the varsity teams. This year, of course, we didn't have a girls' game because the JV didn't have enough players to put a team on the court, so that one didn't happen. But
right.
The boys played, and they were defeated by Fairfield by a score of 38-33.
Would like to remind all of you that we do have a donate button. All the funds donated on that, a donate button on our homepage at LaGwanamedia.com. All the funds that are donated there, minus the credit card processing fee or PayPal fee, will go directly to the Westview Athletic Department. We are not keeping any part of that. Doing this as an effort to help the school make up for the lost revenue of having, not being allowed to have fans here, basically. I mean, as you can see across the way, there's now, maybe 12, 15 people sitting in the bleachers across the way that seat almost 2,000.
Right.
And so a lot of revenue lost for the school, and that's going to translate directly to, no new uniforms, no, all those kinds of things. And not just for basketball, but across the sports, they count on basketball as being one of their big money makers. So I'd love to have you click there on the homepage and make a donation.
So we begin the second half of play. Brooke Sanchez will bring it up for Fairfield as they have the ball first in this second half. Garber gets it in the lane. She'll put it up, have it blocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Fairfield.
Haley Miller blocks that shot.
Haley has really been an asset to this girls basketball team, especially after, the last few weeks.
Well, she's earned herself a starting spot. She hadn't been starting earlier in the year, but she's started the last couple games now.
That's right. Shots missed, and Westview brings it up. Andrea Miller takes it left side. Westview with their original starting lineup on the floor, and it looks like same goes for Fairfield. Fairfield comes back out in the 2-3 zone. Hope Bortner with it, number 35. She lobs it inside Allie Springer, who is covered up, and it's stolen by Bria Garber. Garber gets it up court to Stutzman. She'll shoot it out left side to Bailey Willard. She misses. Offensive rebound is up and good by Garber, and she's fouled. Garber with her 14th point of the game and a chance to increase that to match her number if she hits this free throw.
And bad news for Westview, only 4 fouls on the team as a whole, but Haley Miller's got 3 of those.
Garber misses a free toss. Yeah, that's going to hurt the Warriors with her in foul trouble. Andrea Miller takes it left side. She'll bring it back out front now in the dribble. Gives it to Hallie Mast. Hallie bounce passes it right side to Allie Springer. Bounce pass at the free throw line to Springer. She has it stripped away. We just cannot penetrate that defense. Wow.
Yeah, every time we try to push in there, we've got two or three tall girls on us, and they're poking the ball loose, stopping us from,
Bailey Willard out front. Gives off to Garber, wide open for 3, and that's when she doesn't get to roll on. And the rebound's pulled down by Hope Bortner. She battles for it, and it's a held ball. It'll go to Fairfield. No, it's going to be Westview.
Alternating possession there.
Hallie Mast bounce passes it into Andrea Miller. Inside 5 minutes now to go in the third quarter. Andrea bounce passes it inside to Haley Miller. Haley gets it to Allie Springer. Good sharp pass over to Hallie Mast. Her shot's missed. Bortner tries to put it up, and she's fouled. Should be a 2-shot foul coming for Hope.
That'll be our first trip to the line for the evening.
Foul was on Sanchez, her second.
I believe she has all their fouls. And
Hope, a 33% free throw shooter. If she hit that one, she'll get one more. And she hits them both. 34-6 now, 5:38 to go, third quarter. Bailey Willard trots it across the timeline for Fairfield. She'll go left side to Brooke Sanchez out front. They'll swing it to Stutzman, now back to Willard. Garber now for a long three. It's off the mark. Chased down by Hallie Mast. Hallie tries to get it out of trouble, but has it stolen and deflected into the hands of Andrea Miller. Andrea tries to bounce pass it to Allie Springer. A dangerous pass there, and Bria Garber took advantage of it and stole it. Brooke Sanchez's shot's long, and Bailey Willard pulls down a rebound. So slide it out front to Stutzman, and then left side it'll go to Garber. Garber down low to Faldo. Willard out front for three. In and out, no good. Rebound Garber. Garber, good move underneath, can't get it to go as she misses that layup. Andrea Miller brings it up for Westview. Tries to get it to Bortner. Bortner grabs it. She tries to lob it into Haley Miller, who is covered up. And now there's a tie-up, and it's going to be Fairfield ball.
Ina Miller comes back in. Haley Miller takes a rest.
Once again, Bailey Willard will bring it up court for Fairfield. Westview stays in a man defense. Shot way outside is good by Gawthorpe. That's a three for Morgan Gawthorpe. 37-6. Andrea Miller feeds Bortner in the corner right side, wide open. It's going to be long on the shot try. And the rebound's pulled down by Faldo. She gets it into the hands of Bailey Willard. Bailey goes left side on the dribble. Picks up, it goes to Faldo. Now right side, it'll go to Gawthorpe. And we have a traveling violation.
Sarah Lapp comes back in for Westview, as does Kayla Miller, and a Stutzman, I think, came back in for the Falcons.
Both teams have used their benches tonight. Andrea goes to Hallie Mast out front. Hallie drives and gives off to Ina Miller to Andrea Miller. Sarah Lapp, number 33 with the basketball now. She bounce passes it to Bortner. Bortner lobs it inside to Hallie. She'll put it up and got it to go. 37-8 now. Fairfield with the lead. Across the timeline, Gawthorpe goes left side on the pass to Stutzman. Now back out front. They'll swing it over to Sanchez. Sanchez puts it on the floor a couple of times. Tries to drive the baseline on Hallie Mast. Picks up her dribble and goes out front to Dillon, who's come back in. Now Gawthorpe. Stutzman drives, bounce passes it right side to Dillon. Dillon gets it down to the baseline and then gets it out of trouble to Stutzman. And we have a traveling violation underneath, so it'll be a turnover on the Falcons.
Cameron Miller and Katrina Schwartz checking in for the Lady Warriors. Hallie Mast and Hope Bortner get a respite.
2.5 minutes to go, third quarter, 37-8, Fairfield over Westview. Andrea across the timeline, goes left side. Out front will come to Cameron Miller, now Sarah Lapp. Thought about taking the three there. Andrea, the bounce pass to Katrina Schwartz. I think we're just going to have to start launching some threes if they get an opportunity. Katrina, it's a double team. Now Sarah, she'll drive and put it up. She had the three if she wanted to take it. Ball stayed from going out of bounds by Fairfield. Now Brooke Sanchez will bring it up. She works it right side to Stutzman, takes it down to the baseline and pulls it out on a pass to Dillon. Now to Brooke Sanchez. She drives, tries to dish it off, deflected away right into the hands of Katrina Schwartz. Katrina takes it right side, picks up her dribble, looks for help, gets it to Sarah Lapp. Lapp to Andrea Miller. Now to Cameron Miller. She tries to get it inside to Ina Miller, but it's deflected away, and Fairfield with another, or Westview with another turnover. Ball deflected out of bounds by Westview. It'll be a Fairfield ball underneath their own basket.
Willard and Garber coming back in. It makes a pretty big difference when both of those gals are out for Fairfield.
Yeah, it does.
Ball handling and then the shooting and inside presence.
They're kind of the cog on offense. Ball thrown out of bounds, so it'll be Westview ball. Turnover on Fairfield. They have been few and far between tonight, unlike the Lady Warriors.
Well, they have 5 this quarter.
Yeah, they have kind of piled up a little bit on them in the second half, I guess.
Foul's going to be called on Bria Garber, her first and the second on the Lady Falcons for the half. So overall in the game, I think there's still only 7 fouls been called between the two teams.
And it's been a pretty clean game as far as fouls are concerned. Andrea driving, she'll put it up from the lane, no good, and Bailey Willard pulls down the rebound for Fairfield. Across the timeline on the pass to Bria Garber, wide open underneath. And missing the shot was Miller, tries to put it back up, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield, so a break for Westview there. Fairfield had the open shot.
Yeah, she was wide open,
Yes.
nobody around her. They missed it, and then they let it trickle out of bounds on the second rebound.
Andrea Miller with it for Westview. See if they can hit double digits here, if they can score. Sarah Lapp drives it, bounce pass to Andrea. She'll take a 2, and it rims out, no good. And the rebound's pulled down by Kayla Miller. She'll get it to Gawthorpe. Shot at the buzzers, no good for Fairfield, as we've come to an end of the third quarter now, with the Fairfield Lady Falcons well ahead of the Westview Warriors 37-8 after the third period. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
If you're looking to replace or repair your home appliances, Topeka Do It Best Hardware is your local stop for Amana, Maytag, and Whirlpool appliances. Featuring in-home and in-store service and parts on most makes of home appliances. See JJ for all your appliance needs at Topeka Do It Best Hardware, an authorized Whirlpool and Maytag service center for over 40 years, located at the Blinker Light in downtown Topeka. Call them at 260-593-2973.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
And we're back. Back to action now in the fourth quarter. Westview begins with a basketball. Andrea Miller looking for help. She'll get it to Hope Bortner. Now right side, Hallie Mast. Out front to Allie Springer. Andrea Miller now to Bortner. Bounce pass inside, knocked away again. Garber knocked it away, and Dillon picked it up. She'll pull up and give off to Miller. Kayla Miller's shot's off the mark, no good, but she'll get a 2-shot foul coming her way. On the foul on Westview, I think it's 15, that's Andrea.
That'll be Andrea's first, second on Westview for the half.
Kayla Miller with 4 points off the bench. She hasn't hit any free throws until just now as she hits that one.
So we almost kept up with Fairfield there in that quarter. We got outscored 5-4.
Shots up and good as Miller hits them both. Yeah, that was definitely Fairfield's worst quarter and our best quarter scoring-wise. We doubled our score. Springer out front to Bortner. Bortner bounce passes to Haley Miller, who's out front. She'll give it to Bortner. Now they'll lob it over to Andrea Miller. Bounce pass to Ellie Springer. Springer drives, tries to get it to Andrea Miller. Once again, it's stolen. Bailey Willard puts it up too hard off the glass. Putback's no good by Garber, and Haley Miller pulls it out of there. Andrea Miller across the timeline. Looking in at that 2-3 zone defense by Fairfield. Hallie Mass now. Backs it out, bounce passes it over to Andrea Miller. Hope Bortner. Bortner gets it to Haley Miller. Now long pass over to Hallie Mass. She tries to drive the baseline and pulls it back. She'll give it to Andrea Miller. Left side to Bortner for three. In and out, no good. And Garber saves it from going out of bounds. Gets it into the hands of Morgan Gothorpe. Long three by Willard is nothing but net. Her second three of the night. Giving Fairfield a 42-8 lead now. 5:45 to go, third quarter. Andrea Miller gets it to Haley Miller. Back out to Andrea. Allie Springer tries to bounce and pass it inside. This time it's kicked by Fairfield. They're quick with their hands, quick with their feet. They have deflected virtually every pass that we've tried to get inside.
Faldo, Sanchez, and Stutzman back in for the Lady Falcons.
Allie Springer gets it to Bortner. She'll put up a three, and she hits. Hope Bortner, her first three tonight. First for the Warriors. 42-11. Sanchez over to Faldo. Out front to Willard. Right side, Faldo. She'll try to lob it inside to Sanchez, and then she gets it to Garber. Garber launches a three, and it's off the mark. Rebound Sanchez. She'll put it up, misses a shot, gets another shot. This time she gets fouled by Hallie Mast. That'll be Hallie's first, and the team's third. And it sends Brooke Sanchez to the free throw line shooting two. First one's up and out, in and out. No good. She'll get one more. 4:52, third quarter. Second shot's way short, barely hit the rim. Rebound's pulled down by Bortner. She'll get it to Andrea Miller. Miller goes left side on a bounce pass to Hallie Mast. She's just going to have to take that shot. Bortner. Andrea Miller. Andrea has it knocked away. She chases it down, however. Wow.
Trying to push that ball inside.
I just can't do
working.
that. No. Seems like they would have figured that out by now. Willard shot from three, no good. Rebounds up and no good by Faldo. And she's fouled. No,
Actually,
she went up over the back, yeah.
I think Haley Miller got the second rebound and ended up with Faldo fouling her.
Yeah.
Well, that's hard to say.
It is. Katrina Schwartz has come in, Sarah Lapp as well, and Katrina inbounded to Sarah. Lapp takes it left side. Looking for help, tries to get it to Bortner. Deflected away into the hands of Garber. Garber takes it all the way down. She'll put it up off the glass and good. 16 now for Bria Garber. Bortner gets it to Allie Springer out front. Allie bounce passes it to Lapp, and they try to get it down on the baseline to Haley Miller. It's knocked out of bounds by Fairfield. It'll be Westview ball.
Cameron Miller comes back in for Westview. Lady Falcons bring Geiger, Miller, and is it Goffert back in?
I believe so. She hadn't been in there. Andrea Miller out front to Katrina Swartz to Allie Springer. Out to Cameron Miller, now Bortner. They'll swing it around to Katrina Swartz. She tries to lob it into Springer, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fairfield's Kayla Miller. Allie Springer will trigger it in for the Warriors underneath her own hoop off to the left. She gets it into Cameron Miller. Cameron to Haley Miller, out front to Bortner. Hope gets it back to Haley. Now the ball deflected again as the Warriors tried a cross-court pass. Brooke Sanchez has it. She'll bounce pass it inside. Shots up and good by Kayla Miller. Her 8th point tonight. 44-11. Fairfield, 2:46 to go in the ball game. Ball through the hands of Springer. That'll be an over and back on Westview.
So
Westview.
Fairfield making some substitutions again. Dillon coming back in, as is Tharp.
Jessica Tharp, first appearance, I think Tharp, first appearance of the night. Ball knocked away, almost stolen there by Cameron Miller. Fairfield retains possession. With it is Tharp. She'll go left side to Gawthorpe. Her shot's off the mark. In fact, it's an air ball into the hands of Miller. Her shot's up no good. Rebound Geiger. Up top to Tharp. Dillon. Dillon has it stripped away by Cameron Miller. Cameron will trot it up for Westview. Tries to get it across the timeline, deflected away again. This time Dillon picks it up. And she'll get it to Kayla Miller. And now out front to Gawthorpe. Tharp. Geiger, and now out front to Dillon. I'll swing it all the way over into the corner to Miller. Miller to Tharp. Her shot is short. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fairfield. It'll be Westview basketball. Riley Yoder and who else? 25, 35. Jaislyn Hall come in for Fairfield. Cameron Miller with the ball. Minute and a half to go in the ball game. Westview boys and Fairfield boys up next. Shot by Springer is good. She gets the bounce. Second basket of the night for Allie Springer. 46-13. Minute and 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Shots up by Riley Yoder, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fairfield's Geiger. She'll get it out of trouble out front into the hands of Riley Yoder. She bounce passes it to Hall. Hall gives it to Geiger. Right side to Dillon. Dillon to Geiger, and foul's going to be called on Westview.
It's going to be called on Cameron Miller. That'll be her first 4 on the Lady Warriors.
47.3 seconds to go. Inbounding Jessica Tharp, and we have some contact on the inbound pass.
I think they're going to call a kick there.
Okay, so they'll try it again. Shots up and good. Who made that? Was it 35?
35, yes.
Yeah, that was Jaislyn Hall. Her first 2 just came into the ball game a few moments ago. 30 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Allie Springer gets it to Cameron Miller. Her shot's up, no good. Rebound comes to Springer. She'll get it to Katrina Swartz. Good drive down the baseline. Can't get the ball to drop. And the rebound's pulled down by Jaislyn Hall. 10 seconds to go. With the ball, Riley Yoder. She'll get it to Tharp. Jessica Tharp on the bounce pass. Right side to Dillon. And she'll just hold it. And time will expire as the Lady Falcons of Fairfield have defeated our Westview Lady Warriors tonight by a score of 48-13. Dan will be back with stats and scoring right after this timeout.
Never miss a big game by downloading the IHSAA TV app for free on any device. For your iPhone or Apple TV, check the App Store. On your Android or Android TV device, load up the Google Play Store. Have a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick? We have the app for you. Check us out on Facebook Live, Twitter, or YouTube Live by searching for IHSAA TV. Or as always, click to IHSAATV.org for quick and easy access to your favorite IHSAA live and archived events.
Mold Mob in Shipshewana provides an environmentally conscious approach to mold, moisture, and odor removal. Mold Mob gets to the source of the problem in a way that is effective, affordable, and protects the planet. Mold Mob's indoor air quality services don't just cover up odors, mold, smoke, or other toxins. They remediate with treatments that denature bacteria, fungi, and other toxic substances for cleaner air. That's Mold Mob, just west of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or call 260-214-1250. Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
And we're back here at Westview High School. The Westview boys out on the floor warming up, still waiting for the Falcons to show up as they get ready for the third game in our tripleheader this evening. The second game won by the Varsity Lady Falcons as they defeated Westview 46-13. Final score outscored Westview 16-2 each of the first two quarters, so it was 32-4 at halftime. And then in the third quarter, we outscored us again, but only 4-5. Final quarter outscored again. And so the final score, as I said, was 13-46. Looking at individual scoring, the Lady Falcons were led by sophomore Bria Garber. She had 16 points, hit a couple threes, hit the rest of her points from inside the arc tonight. 8 points for Kayla Miller, came in off the bench, scored her points in the second and fourth quarters. 7 points tonight for Morgan Gawthorpe, 6 points for starting guard Bailey Willard, 4 points for Michaela Stutzman, also one of the starters, 3 points for Brooke Sanchez, and 2 points for Kaylee Dillon to round out the scoring for the Lady Falcons. Westview had 4 girls make it into the scoring column this evening, led tonight by freshman Hope Bortner, who hit 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and she also hit a 3-pointer. 5 points for her. Allie Springer hit 2 buckets, one in the first quarter, one in the fourth quarter, 4 points, and then 1 bucket apiece for Haley Miller and Hallie Mast to round out the scoring for the Lady Warriors. Just a lot of turnovers by Westview, and not nearly as many as by Fairfield. Westview shot 4 of 16 from inside the arc, 1 of 3 from outside the arc, so they had 33%, which is actually better than what Fairfield did, but Fairfield put up 22 three-pointers. They made 5 of them, so about 23% there. They made 13 of 32 inside the arc, which is about 40%, so much better shooting for them, and they had a huge rebounding advantage as well this evening. They had 12 defensive boards, but the big story was the offensive boards, 22 offensive boards for the Lady Falcons. We had 18 defensive boards, but only 3 offensive, so 21 rebounds to 34 for the Lady Falcons. So not quite sure what to take from that. We were 100% from the free throw line, only made it there once. 2 for 2, and the Lady Falcons, let's see, they were 5 of 6 in the first half. In the second half, they only made 2 of 6, so 7 of 12. Not great shooting from the free throw line for them, but like I said, overall pretty much led in every other statistic. So again, this evening, the Lady Warriors defeated by the Lady Falcons 46-13. We'll be taking a short break. Just a reminder that you'll need to log off and then log back in, whether you're watching on YouTube and or on IHSAA TV. Either way, you'll need to log out and then log into the boys game. And the reason we do that is it makes it much easier later if you want to go back and watch individual games, so you don't have to scroll through one game to get to another one. So tonight's game was brought to you by our platinum sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Our silver sponsors, Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Eden Worship Center in Honeyville, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Topeka Pharmacy, Topeka Clinic, Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, Tiffany's Restaurant, and Freedom Finish Works, all in Topeka. Also Dale's Dependable Handyman Service and LaGwana. Our bronze sponsors are Jerry's Standard Service in Middlebury, Dutch Blessing Floral and Mold Mob, both in Shipshewana, and Precision Financial Group with offices in Topeka, Shipshewana, and LaGrange, and Mast Excavating in Topeka. So Jamie and Jerry will be back to bring you the boys game to follow in a few minutes. Thanks for watching the girls action this evening. This is Westview Warrior Basketball on LaGwanamedia.com.